Friday now of cortisone.
I just double clicked it and turned it on.
Yeah, that's what I was
I just
trying
think
to
they
do.
missed it.
Okay.
They missed the other disc.
Yeah.
There's another disc that's bad. You know, underneath the disc they fixed, and they're trying to tell me it wasn't that bad at the first MRI before the surgery. It got bad after the surgery. It's only been 2 months, 3 months. Now they could have, by pushing it, they could have pushed that disc down, and that's now causing that. I give them, it could be that, you know.
I mean, do they say about just recovering from this?
There's a possibility of a disc kind of shrinking a little bit, and that may allow that nerve to go through, but, you know, how long do I wait with the pain? Yeah. You know, so maybe the shot will get it to relax a little bit if it's inflamed, you know, the cortisone. So, yeah, it sucks, you know.
It's a real pain.
Don't get to be my age. The three of you don't get to be my age. No.
I would too.
One thing we're learning, older isn't necessarily,
There you go. Yeah, that's it right there.
isn't necessarily better.
Right.
I'm ready.
We
Okay,
got everybody.
yep, I'm going to call the finance meeting to order on Tuesday, March 12th, 2019 at 5:30 PM. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call.
Alderman Wolf. Alderman Kubaki.
Here.
Alderman Madden. Mayor Shavarati.
Here.
We have a quorum present.
Statement of public meeting notice.
This meeting was noticed in accordance with the open meeting law.
And I'd be looking for a motion for the February 26, 2019 minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion on those? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. License approvals. Recommend approval of operator licenses.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved. New business. Recommend authorizing the redemption of water sewer system revenue refunding bonds dated November 8th, 2011. Sharon, did you want to speak to any of that, or not necessarily, unless somebody has questions?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion?
You know, on something of this magnitude, we should at least let the public know what it is.
I read it.
You did
Well,
a good job, too.
Basically, all we're doing is paying off the final water revenue bond 1 year in advance. That's all there
That's
is.
it?
Yep.
Is Neil's mic on? Are there?
Have him turn it
the
on.
mic on.
Okay. Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved. Recommend approval of lease agreement for Park Arthur Pavilion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. I'm frozen up here. I've been waiting for it to try to open. Well, anyway, what I want to talk about in that is that
Is his mic on?
the lease agreement
Yeah.
or the rent agreement on that is seasonal, and I believe it's $75 on season and $25 off for a total of
$500.
$500, right? And if you compare that to the festival committee's agreement, which is even more seasonal, it's less money. So I just want to point that out.
Come on up.
They will also be paying electric charges, about $90 a month as well.
I think the festival
think
committee
it's-
pays the
No,
electrical.
the lease agreement for the Park Pavilion, they have to pay electric, which is about $90 a month as well, included in that cost, just to let you know.
For the one on the table tonight.
For the one on the table tonight, too. It's not just the rent, they also have to pay the electric.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Who's paying the electric?
The
Ball clubs.
Ball clubs, MMA, and
And,
Storm.
and so is the festival committee. They have their own electric bills.
Those are, I don't know about their electric bills that they pay.
You don't pay them, they pay them themselves.
Yeah, they might pay that one
So there's no
themselves. I'm
difference.
just saying that these guys paid this one with that. It's more than just the rent. They paid electric bill as well. I just wanted to make that
I
clear.
believe it's a smaller space too than,
It's a smaller, Park Arthur's smaller than this
the
park
space
here?
that they're using is much smaller. Am I correct?
Well, they're using all the baseball fields.
Okay.
This
Okay,
is just
but it's
a-
seasonal. So let's go back to the difference on the seasonal then. We can talk about other things, but let's talk about seasonal.
For the, yeah, we gave it, this is the first time that we actually ever charged them rent.
It's the first time you ever charged the festival committee rent.
Correct. We are trying to be, fair for them.
Well, that's what I
75.
brought this up for.
Okay, so make a recommendation to us and we can go
I have
back.
no problem with this for the baseball thing. This discussion part is about the difference between the two, and one is more seasonal than the other one. So that's my point.
Well, isn't this agreement, or isn't the reason that it's hired during the season is that they use the entire facility for selling concessions and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, needs to.
Whereas the festival committee just has that in their 12 months a year, so there's no peak and valley to it, Rob. It's just
But-
steady.
The same thing with the other one is nobody else can use it because they're paying rent for it, so what's the difference? I'm missing the difference here.
Well, seasonally, the whole facility is being used to sell concessions during the baseball season, and off-season, it's simply storage for equipment.
And what is happening with the festival committee?
They store things 12 months a year. There's no seasonality to it.
Yeah, because when they take it out to use it, it becomes seasonal. And there's nothing different. The difference here is, what are they doing different with each building that makes it different? They're both renting the building.
I don't understand the question.
They're both renting the building. One's getting a break because it's seasonal, the other one's paying full price all year. There's a difference between the contracts, and I'm just pointing that out.
Well, let's
And I
say, for
think that-
example, that the festival committee during the summer use the entire facility that they have instead of just the storage area. That's a difference.
And
It's still seasonal. They're using it for one weekend.
can I break something out real quick? I'm trying to understand what he's saying. Is there?
Well, it's easy
is
to
that
understand. I don't know what you
that
can't
the-
understand.
The ball clubs use it for storage, and then they also sell concessions out of there. So the difference is, we're not charging that extra to the festival.
Okay, let me
in
put
summer.
it this way.
That's
They're
the
not
difference.
using it all year, and they're bringing it out to sell concessions for one weekend.
And we're not charging them for that. You're suggesting we charge the festival for that weekend, like we're,
Can I
so go
interrupt?
ahead.
So the festival committee storage space is exclusively their use, and we have no rights to go into that space. Should we go in there or place anything in there, they get very upset. We have full access to the space that the baseball teams use. If we, as a department, choose to sell concessions at an event, we can go in there and use it. And their storage of equipment in the off-season is their refrigerator and their ice cooler that they don't have space to move it to, should they choose to do so.
Can anybody else use that storage during that time and store stuff in there?
To store stuff, they probably could, but they wouldn't want to because there'd be other people coming in and out.
Well, that's my point. We have the same thing going on. My point is, we have one that's seasonal and one that's not. And we should do the same thing for the festival committee that we're doing for the parks, or for the baseball teams.
Again, we have access at it. We don't with the festival. That's the difference. So we could use it.
You could use it off-season,
We
yes.
cannot go into the festival.
and we are
space
using
at
it
all.
off-season, and we have
But
used
we
it
wouldn't
off-season.
because there's,
Yes, we can use it off-season. should
And we have
decide
used it
to sell.
off-season?
We haven't because we haven't had staff to do things there.
Are we going to use it off-season?
We could sell concessions during sledding.
My point is that one is seasonal, one's not. It's not the same type of agreement. I don't know, we can bring this back up at council. I just didn't bring it up now. I'll pass it through, that's fine. We can talk, I'll pull it off at council, and we can all talk about it, because not everybody here can talk about it. I just want to bring it up again.
No, he's done, he said. So there was a motion and a second, right?
Yes.
And there was discussion, so.
Yes.
You guys should just vote already. I think.
Yep, that's where we're at, yeah.
Okay.
that's where I'm at. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? is approved. Vouchers.
Motion to approve utility vouchers, the amount of $31,417.21.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved.
There are no tax vouchers. Motion to approve general fund vouchers, the amount of $348,201.58.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved.
And motion to approve wire transfers, the amount of, or for payroll transmittals for the amount of $444,217.03.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Is approved. And then we have the Finance Director's report. Nothing? And no other communications or business, so is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
I did it.